So, welcome everybody. This is Jeff Boyle. We are about to get started in the next minute or so. But be sure you put in there where you're calling from and your name. And I'm excited to have you guys on here. And it's going to be a lot of fun this morning. We're going to go through a lot of the different questions that you have. And where's our Europe team this morning? Last week you guys were dominating it, and I see a bunch of you guys on here. Don't be shy. Put your name in there and tell me where you're from. And then we're going to get started in about 1 minute here. So a couple more of these names are coming in. What you can see on your screen is the Opportunity of Health PowerPoint that we've created, and you are welcome to have it. I have put it in the into the chat area. So just go to that chat area. You can click on that link, and you will be able to download that presentation. So that is yours to use. It's still quite large. It's over 65 megabytes, but go ahead and download it. In order to preserve the look of it with the different fonts, we put that in images, so the fonts will remain the same. And at the end of this call, I'm going to give the presentation as if, because I've made a couple slight changes from the call on Thursday. And if you want to stick around at the end, I'm going to give the presentation, I'll record it, and then I will put that in a spot that if you want to use that as a tool, you're welcome to do it. But this is also going to give you a tool to be able to use. And I've appreciated the feedback. A lot of people have been super positive about it, and we had a good team of people. We had John McFadden, John Maris in Texas giving their suggestion to it. And Maris, I know that I'm sorry, John McFadden, I know that you're all over the place building this, and I've seen you guys with your groups popping on here. Camporo Glues have been instrumental in giving us feedback on it. Jay has as well. And I know that so many other you guys who have seen some of these initial things are sending them back. So it's been a real team effort with it, and I really appreciate it. But welcome to the call this morning, guys. We're going to get started. And but this presentation right here is on this link, and so you can download it and you can use it, and it's in the chat area. I'll even put it right here real fast so you can see it. But just look in the chat area and you can download it. But if you go to this link right here, you guys will see, let me make it bigger for you. You can download this presentation, and you are welcome to use it. And I think you'll see that every time I can, I'll make tools like this available. I'll make them free and make them so you guys can use them. And the more of us that are doing it, the better. But let me this really quickly just read off some more of these, a bunch of these names have come in, and we'll get started. So we've got Mary DeLay, Woodinville, Washington, Danville. We got Gary, Masa, Lilith from Serbia. Wow, that's great. Haven't had Serbia on here yet. Lisa Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We've got IPAM and Chris from San Francisco. Arlene Hutchinson, Mountains of Heber, Beverly Hester, North Carolina, Patsy, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So it looks like this week it was the U.S. guys that put their names in there, except for our Serbian friend. And last week it was a bunch of the European guys. So welcome to the call, guys. I'm excited to have you on here. I'm excited to go through some of the new things that we're doing. And as much as anything, just to kind of celebrate the success that we continue to have week after week. And one of the things that you'll see is that we have good things happening with a lot of great people, and you're going to see a lot of growth. We're already seeing a lot of growth throughout these different markets, and I want you to know that this growth comes because of this amazing opportunity that we have. And all of my efforts that I put into the income system and the things that I put into ARIIX, anytime I can, I'm going to try to make these available to everybody and try to make them as affordable and free when possible. And the reason why we do this is because we do make an amazing commission within ARIIX. It really is an astonishing amount of money that the company pays us, And so our focus is in replicating and duplicating what it is that we're doing together. So this is the tool that I've made available. You can download it right here. It's just called the Opportunity of Health. You can click on the link directly on the chat button, and it'll take you to it, and you can download this. And at the end of the call, I'm going to do this as if it's a presentation, so we can then splice it and we can put it up there, and you can use it if you'd like to send on to somebody, and just make it so it's a usable tool. But guys, it's rolling. I'm so grateful for all these new people that are logging on, these great teams that are joining us, the leadership that we've had with my English speaking groups, even though they're Dutch, they're in the Netherlands with John Lucardi, with Kayan Hussein. I know that you guys have brought a lot of people consistently to these calls, and it's very exciting to me to see ARIIX continue to grow, and even so many of the crossline that are coming on here. We've just got some amazing things that are going on within the system, and I'm excited to share those with you guys today. But I'm going to start it off the way that I always started off, and I'm going to start off by really focusing on the basics of how it is that you get started, and then I'm going to answer your questions after I do the presentation of this and how it's going. But let me show you, this is the back office. This is a back office that we've been using this week. And this is the first thing that you see when you come into your system. And I think you guys will see with me, I believe it is very, very important that we continue to teach people the basics. And it's very important that even though you've seen this, that you continue to see it and you continue to implement it. So this is the first thing that you see when you sign into the ARIIX income system. The ARIIX income system, if you just go to ariixincomesystem.com, or you can go to arixplus.com and it'll take you here. And the reason why I've put it in multiple places, because ARIIX Plus is constantly, if you go to it, is constantly going to have free tools and different things that you can use. Later today, or by the latest Monday, you're going to see under ARIIX training this presentation that we're doing today. If you go there now, you can see all of these different recordings that we've done. I post them as quickly as we can. And under the presentations, I'm going to load this new ARIIX presentation on that tab as well. These are some of the older ones, and I will put these newer ones in there. I'll try to get them done by Monday for sure. Right here on this page also, as many of you are enrolling with the texting app, and the texting app, this is how it is that you set it up, but I'm going to show you how to do that today because there's been so many questions with it. But the emphasis that I want to give you is that there are different levels that people can get into it. And what I recommend is that people get in the level that they can afford, especially when you're a brand new person. I never recommend, I remember when I first got into network marketing, and there were people that would say, sell your couch to do this, or crazy things, telling people to do that. I never recommend economic hardship for anybody. However, I do recommend that you invest in yourself. And I do recommend that you do things that are going to enable you to easily duplicate yourself, that is going to make it very easy for you to see what your prospects are doing. And as a result of that, this is the only time that you guys will see this. I talked the people who created the platform for us into giving a 30-day free trial. If you are not on the income system right now, I strongly recommend a 30-day free trial. Get on it and make sure that you use it and start to learn it, because you've got now until really about 2 weeks from now that this 30-day free trial is going to turn off. And those of you who do have people, I highly recommend you start getting people on this during this 30-day free trial, because the refer 3 and yours is free is going to be very important. We want this to be affordable, and it doesn't matter which package you do. You need to understand that it's very easy to get the 3 and you're free, but it has to be at the same package that you have. I personally subscribe twice to this, one for me and one for my new group that I bring in, and then after they like it, then I stop paying for that for them, and then it's their turn to do it. But the brand new person, the tool set that I'll show you, for $14.95, you have an amazing ability for $14.95 to replace some very expensive solutions that are out there, very expensive solutions that are out there for a very economic price. Within the ARIIX Plus, the ARIIX Plus is $8.95. That's the app that you can get, and once again, you can get that by going to the home button here, and then on the home button, you simply click when this comes up. You go get the texting app. The texting app starts at $8.95. And why is there a cost for both of these? And I'll explain that. There's a cost for both of these because I built them on systems that didn't require me to put $100,000, $200,000 down to be able to create them. And as a result, the service provider charges for those. All of the profits from this system, from the ARIIX income system, go to ARIIX. The profits from this one, well, they're non-existent, and I don't know that that's been the focus in that at all for me. And it costs a significant amount to host this for it, but I believe in the tool very much, and I use it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But basically, for $8.95 for the brand new person, and on the income system, $14.95, you have for less than $25 the ability to do things with this that are really quite amazing. I got a question from all these new people that are joining us. What about just sending out emails from the back office within ARIIX? And you can do that. But the problem is that as you are prospecting, you're going to see that you want to know what your people are doing. You're going to want to know if they're opening emails. You're going to want to know if they're watching your videos. And you're going to want to know because that's the best way to be able to do it. And I'm going to make it very clear that when I say the best way to do it, you want to know what your people are doing. And my little boy yesterday when I was taking him home from gymnastics said, "Dad, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?" And I thought for a second, and maybe it's because my head is very much into what we're doing here. I said, "I would like to know what people are thinking." And he goes, "Wow, that's interesting, Dad," because he said he wanted to do something similar to Superman. And maybe I was a little bit more realistic with it, but these systems teach you what people are thinking. They do. They tell you when someone opens an email. They tell you when they watch a video. Now you know, compared to the days of 1995 when I enrolled in Amway, I didn't know if a person watched my video or if they watched my tape or if they listened to my cassette. I didn't know that. So as a result, I would spend the time, the gas, and even purchase these cassettes, and I would drive it to their house, and then I would come back, and I didn't know if they really looked at it. This allows you to know what your prospects are thinking. It allows you to be able to market to them. The ARIIX income system is a marketing system, and the reason why I built it and gave it to ARIIX is because I wanted people to focus very much on a similar message, a similar prospecting system, and that's why I put so much passion into this. So I'll go through this with you. But I also want you to know that this texting app is something that I use. Those of you who work with me know that I am constantly using it as a way to share it with the person in front of me. Those of you who want to share the information about the product and to be able to have this digital business card in front of you. And you've seen recently that I have been the customer service for it as well. And I was even doing a customer service call last night about 10:30 my time. This has been a labor of love. You can tell I'm working on less sleep this week. A labor of love because I believe in ARIIX and I believe that what we're going to do together, and I know how much money I can make within this amazing compensation plan. So that's the introduction to you. But what we're looking for in order to create explosive income, and you guys have seen me create these. You guys have seen me create these funnels in the past to describe to you. What we are doing is we are bringing awareness to people. That's what we're doing. The number one reason that we have these tools is to bring awareness to people and to know what those people are doing. I'll be very clear, and let me show you something. This is the Asante manager for this wonderful group of people that just came in. If you look over here, there is 6,917 people, 6,124 people, 7,209, and 13,000 837 people. That basically, with over 30,000 emails, because some of the people have unsubscribed to it, with over 30,000 people, I've been able to prove realistically what I have been telling people for a long time. And let me give you an example of what I mean. I've been able to prove it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. These are That's a massive amount of people compared to what the regular person would put into this. This is a bunch of the numbers that have come in from just the wonderful years of being in business with Asante. Now, this is, like I say, a bunch of people have unsubscribed that are no longer in there, but there has been a lot of things done to be able to send it out. And the thing that I've been telling people for a long time, that this is an awareness engine, and the engine doesn't enroll people. You do. The engine doesn't get people to buy. You do. And if you are expecting the system just to overwhelmingly enroll people for you, then you don't understand the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to bring awareness. And awareness is so important. Just like I told my son with the superpower I'd want to have, is it helps me get this message in front of other people. Let me show you a message that was sent to over 20,000 people just to prove to you that this is first to bring awareness. And if you think that you're going to just send this to thousands of people and expect them to enroll, then you don't understand the way that people think. You're just hoping that people will act because you sent them an email. Let me show you this cool thing on here. It's just basically the delivery report. This was sent to thousands of people, to 20,722 people. Okay, so with that, we had a lot of them bounce as I talked to you. We had some people unsubscribe, but we had 3,473 people open it. 3,000, that is a wonderful number, right? So that tells us 17% of the people opened this email to inform people about the wonderful new products and the old products they have. And we had a 17% open rate. And that's considering a lot of these emails were bad, and we did a pre-scrub before that. So this is just a portion of what we sent out in this. But understand this, only 3% unsubscribed. So this is a good ongoing list. However, what you also have to know is that it will take a long time, and the best way to make the sell on that would be to call all 3,473 people who did this, and even better, to have a campaign to call 20,722 people. And why is that? The reason being is that very rarely will somebody make a decision to buy based upon an email. Very rarely. In fact, all of these different things that I have gone to, all these expensive trainings that I have been a part of, they all have a whole group of people that do follow-up calls. And they say that all high income purchases require an operated assist sell. So what does that mean to you, and what does that mean with your income system? You, in this case, are the operated assist call. This allows you to break the ice with people. It allows you to start the conversation. It's the same thing with the app. I use the app on a regular basis, right in front of a person. And one of the best thing it does is it shows a brand new person that I have something unique and cool that I can easily, in a matter of steps, show them how to put this on their phone and to be able to start sharing these messages. Yesterday, somebody asked me, can't I just text these out by myself, these videos? You betcha you can. But remember, to make massive amounts of money, you need to have 3 things. Massive marketing, number 1. So that means a lot of people doing a little bit each day. That's going to create massive marketing. Next thing, massive follow through. Right? Massive follow through. That means that you have to be able to get back with the people. I don't know if you know it or not, every time you put somebody into this system or into the income system, it puts them into a database so you can follow up with them. This one has drip marketing, but guess what? So does this. Even at the basic level, you can do message blasts. You can follow up with everybody that you ever put in there with one single easy click of the button in your back office here. So now you have massive marketing and you have massive follow through. Then you need the most important factor with both of these is massive duplication. Massive duplication. The problem with most new people is they look at that and they say, I'm not sure that I can afford $24 a month, or I can't afford some of the bigger packages. And once again, I would tell you, if you're looking at this, I don't think for anybody, unless you are at least a senior officer, does it make sense to get some of the bigger ones unless you're very good at marketing. I know Connie, who's on this call, uses this very extensively with the keywords. So unless you have a very defined plan, this premier plan does not make sense for the new person. However, these are priced such, especially for a guy that in 1995 as a college student was paying over $100 a month for marketing tools. That scared a lot of people off. But I paid them because I wanted to build a big business. And what I would recommend that you look at the brand new person and you say to them is having duplication, the ability to easily duplicate. Now I'll go through this with you. Can I have a duplication to be able to help you for $24, $24.95, I think. Let me do the math, $14.95. Oh, it's actually less than that. So for less than $25, you can have an amazing system that duplicates. And that's where most people get fouled up, guys, is they think, well, I can do it this way. Well, that's great, but how are you going to duplicate that within your groups? This is an unthinking, and this one you put the number in, and in this one you're putting the email in, and it will follow through for you and tell you what people are doing. So that is the rationale. Now let me show you how it works. So the most important thing when you log in, I'm going to start first with the emailing or the income system. In the email and the income system, the first thing you want to do, it's really simple. And I know you guys have heard this before, but the fact that I get so many questions tells me that it's important that we constantly do it. First thing you need to do is make sure that your merge information is correct, all the way from your address to your name. It is so important to do that. Why? Because that is what later is going to show up at the bottom of your emails. You want it to be correct. The next thing you do, you need to make sure that you have your personal system notifications set up. So are you going to receive them via email or are you going to receive them via text? I want to know the second somebody has watched a video, has opened an email, has subscribed to my system, because your numbers go up exponentially if you contact a person within 5 minutes of them taking an action on your site. 5 minutes. So you can receive a notification from your email to your phone, or you can go to the App Store and download the app or download it on Google. All of them will work. All of them will work to instantly notify you when somebody has done something. So if you have somebody that opens up an autoresponder, you want to talk to them. But the system that I truly hope that you are looking at, and I encourage you to do, is that you use this system here to put 5 friends or family. If you're at home, use this system because you can tell if the person followed through. If you're on the phone, if you're in the car, if you're doing something, don't text if you're in the car, please let me give that disclaimer. But if you're with somebody at an event, this is the coolest thing to be able to show them. Because the thing that I'll say so many times, and I'll show you that I put this even in this PowerPoint that I'm going to show you. Most people are not unsuccessful in network marketing because of a lack of effort. They're unsuccessful because they don't have the products people really want and the tools to market them. One of the things that you are selling is that we have a system. Guys, that is you really should take this to heart. Most of you are creating more work for yourself by not using easy to duplicate tools. The more you create yourself, the more the people that come in think that they're going to have to do. And what I have tried to put into place is not just for you, but it's mostly for me. The ability, I had some wonderful videos and our visitors from San Jose, and they're on the call. Claudia and brought a group of people with her son, And one of the coolest things that they thought was the app. You're not just selling that they can make money. You are selling that you have a system of tools that they can use to be able to do it. Now, because I am very aware of the costs that are on this, and that's why it was so important that I tried to, as I negotiated these things with the different people, and the reason why I gave this to ARIIX is I wanted economies of scale. I wanted the ability for us to be able to continually have the ability to provide tools and to do in a way that's very affordable to people. I am aware that $25 for the brand new person, they'll look at that and say, I don't know if I can do that. What I would tell you, and this um, may sound harsh, but I don't know if you can't afford some basic tools if you're going to be able to succeed in a big way. So if your goal is to make $600, $800 a week, you're going to have to look at it and say, what are you willing to invest in order to do it? That's another tool, another slide that you'll see on here. Spend on your future, because people buy liabilities. Poor people do. They buy things that disappear. Rich people buy assets. And what I hope you have seen, and especially with making sure that ARIIX is getting the profits from this, that I've invested in my group's future and even the future of ARIIX, because many of you who come onto these calls are not in my group, that I've invested in the future of ARIIX by creating replicatable, duplicatable systems that you can easily do. So let's go through how it is that you work it, and then I'll take some questions, and then I'll give the presentation for you. After you've gone through and set up your user settings, so I'll walk you through what I walk a brand new person through. And I encourage you in the beginning just to get to know it a little bit. There is training for every single thing that you would want to know in this video directory. You name it, and there is a video for it that walks you through it. It's the same with the texting app. There's videos for that as well. And I'll show you where to find those. So when you first log in, make sure that you go to your user settings, and I just showed you, make sure your personal system notifications, that you're knowing where you're going to receive them. Next one, make sure your merge information is correct, because that's what the system is going to fill in for you. So basically this is a copy and paste success system with it. Then your email profile, just check these, make sure it's correct, guys. Just make sure they're correct, okay? After you've made those correct, now get to know what you are sending people. Go to Sales Tools, Autoresponder Emails, and you have different campaigns that you have to choose from that are pre-loaded for you. This Profit Now training, the reason why I built this with ARIIX is to teach you every single new person that comes into ARIIX within North America receives this campaign from ARIIX. They get started, get to know your ARIIX back office, understanding the power of 4, which Ian has done, what motivated the founders. This walks you through over 2 weeks all of the questions that people may be asking you about why you got started in ARIIX, why the founders started. I've had these questions over and over and over again. And here's the best thing. And if you haven't received that, make sure you go in there. Your brand new people right off the bat are giving an opportunity booklet, the ARIIX brand catalog, the Jove tools, a list of ARIIX videos, the Activate compensation plan with the power of 4, understanding the multi-line with Fred Cooper with it, and even a basic plan of what to do in your first 72 hours. They get this the day they enroll from ARIIX. This is loaded in your back office, so you can send them to your team as well. And so for so many of you that came in with Asante, we paused that until all of the IDs came through, and now we're going to turn that back on. But this is powerful to know why the company owners did it, how to start making connections, and it's a very, very good campaign. So the next campaign, we've got Brilliant Compensation with Tim Sells. This one is only available because of Tim's licensing rights in the Premier package. Other than that, all of these other ones are in your package. A Slenderize, the Profit Now training that I just showed you, the ARIIX Opportunity, and this one is very sales oriented. This is to get people into the business. This uses sales language in it, okay? But the beautiful part is, if you don't trust it, change it. You can click right up in here, to edit your emails. Right now, if I click, your custom messages will be erased and we'll go back to the preloaded campaign. So you can always go back to the original ones, but you can change any one of these. If you are a great marketer, change them. You just come in here, change whatever you want to, hit save, and it is now changed. But remember how I showed you that your merge information? Oh, this is, oh my goodness, this is from my downline. I bought it before. I need to change it for her. So let me change this one right here. I need to put account information. So I'll change it by putting account first name. Actually, I'm going to do account full name. This is all preloaded for you. So account full name, and now I'll put account toll-free number, and I'm going to hit save. Now that will automatically preload it for me. Anytime you see, for example, right here up at the top, first name, you don't have to write each of these emails individually. Now all you have to do is put the person's name in there, or put first name, and it will preload every one of these for you. It's very cool that way. You guys, what you're doing after you've gone through these campaigns by going through sales reports, autoresponder email campaigns, you can even see now there's an Asante New You opportunity campaign. It is sales oriented to get them into the opportunity. For people that want to be customers, I'll typically send them a different type of campaign that I've customized and put in my own, or I use the text app to do it. There's a Jove campaign, a Prime Oils campaign. Guys, this is a simple plug and play one that you can then even create your own custom autoresponder one. For example, I showed you that campaign that went out to 20,000 people. You can get the delivery report. This is something that I made to go out to all these former customers. They're gonna to talk about the new thing coming out. So guys, it is very robust, but also very easy, because once you've done that, now all you need to do is go to generate prospects, add multiple contacts. So you can put in a smaller amount of information. You fill in the information. Yes, I know this person. And then you select the category. Which one do you want them to receive? I want this person to receive the Jove. I hit yes, that I want them to start receiving it right now. And then I hit save, and boom, it goes out. Now what you have to do is come up with a plan on how to get with them. That's it. You'll see who has opened it, who has not. You'll see their contact activity. You'll see what they've done. You can go into the contact manager. This is one that I was testing and sending it to myself. You can see everything that person has done. I suggest you take notes when you're prospecting. Guys, in network marketing, when you're organized, you do better because you know who to follow up with and what. I can now send to me an email in here, and I suggest this rather than Gmail, because now I'll know if that guy opened it. You will know what your people are doing. That's the biggest difference. This is the mind reading aspect of it, is I can send an individual email to that person. I can see which campaigns the person is on. I can change the campaigns that the person is on. But most importantly, I can see what the person has done. So you can see I tested a lot. So you can see all messages clicked for a Asante customer campaign. So it shows that I clicked what things I clicked on. There's no videos in here, or else it would tell me which ones I've watched. Guys, now you know what your prospects are doing. Now let me even add this so I can see even more of the things that you can see. You can limit it, or you can see all of what the person has done. I prefer more information. Now you can see right here that I was just testing to see if the videos worked. 9% of that one, 17% of that one. So now I know what this person has done. Knowledge is power, guys. And since you should be following up with these people, you now know what they've done. You know what their passion is. You know if they're really interested. And now you also know if they're not interested at all. There's power in that, guys. If you want to go, let's even say you want to go officer and make $1,000 per week in base commissions. That's $4,000 a month If you want to know that, or if you want to do that, you need to know what your people are doing. Guys, that's as simple as it is. Then in the future, I can teach you some amazing things. There's guys on this call, I know, like Gary Masseri, that does a ton of outside stuff. Connie, I know you do a ton of different things. For people like that, we can later get in on how you can do a custom web form that allows you to make unlimited funnels. Because right now, all of you, right now, just by hitting manage my site, in the basic one, you all have, except for this one, the Brilliant Wealth System, which is Tim's, you have the opportunity funnel, a slenderized funnel, and a Jove funnel. Let's look at the Jove funnel. You all have this. I need to change this because this was the past person I had that I paid for. But this is your funnel. You guys can, if you learn how to use some of the different tools together, even the texting app can even give you a security code that you can put on Facebook if you later wanted to do some of those things. But even at the basic package, you have this option right here. And those who ask, who fulfills the free sample? You do. You do. You can do the free sample by going to their house and putting it on half their face if you want to. You can give some of these amazing samples if you want to. I give them out regularly. I regularly have a high amount of products so I can give them out. But I recommend to you that you have some samples that you can give to people. But this, my friends, is a part of the basic package as well. Once you start to be more successful, I think you're crazy not to add a couple more features to be able to add things such as in the top packages right here, for example, you can see that there's a video manager. In the video manager with the top one, you can add your own videos into it. And you can start tracking if people are watching your videos as well. As an upline, you can send all messages through the ARIIX back office, or you can send it through here and you can see who's really watching and paying attention to your videos. And why would you want that? Because if someone asks you to drive from North Carolina to Austin, Texas, you better know that they are fulfilling what they're saying they're doing, that they're watching the videos and they are doing what you're asking them to do, even team members. And that's what this system does, is teaches you what they do. So I don't like to go into much more than that for the basic person, because realistically, once you've put your thing in, what you need to focus on is putting people into your system, generate prospects, then add multiple contacts, and contacting in your first 100 or your first 30 days that you get a hold of 100 people. Not just make a list of 100 people like we've been taught for 20, 30, 40 years in network marketing, but you connect with 100 people. 100 people. That's 5 people a day for 5 days a week, and following up with them as soon as they look at it or on Saturday mornings. I recommend 5 people a day for your first 30 days. 5 people a day, 5 days a week for your first 30 days. That will give you 100 connections in your first 30 days. Guys, success loves speed. It loves speed. You cannot build an empire connecting with 2 or 3 people. You cannot build an empire without duplication. You cannot build an empire without massive marketing and massive follow through. And that's what this system does. Let me do a quick tutorial of how you use, how you get in and do the ARIIX Plus with it, okay? So as I've gone through this with people, it's a very easy setup. Once you enroll, you'll get an email to log in at login.ariixplus.com. There's also a complete step-by-step thing. This is for the app now. For the app, all the instructions are right here. Just go to the texting app and it'll walk you through it. You are going to receive your information. Now I have a little bit more information on mine because this is the master account. But as soon as you get it, click over here and go to vCard. You will have less things on here. You'll have tutorial videos, which will help you do it on how to create a vCard if you want to. But you go to your vCard, click My vCards, and then it will load. And the importance of this, guys, is that once you've done this, you don't have to worry about this at all. You don't have to worry about it. You can, and my connection is going a little bit slow here, but once you load them into your system, this is what will pop up. Yours will be empty, and you just simply click create new right there. So I'm just going to edit this one. Here's my vCard profile. And I recommend that you guys, when you do this, that you name it at the top. Jeff's RX vCard, that's what shows up on my desktop. And I just load my information that I want, my email address, and for now I just put RX Plus. You can put, for example, on the income system, you can put one of your sites on there. Hit manage my site, select the website, go to Fountain of Youth right here, copy that, and now if you want to, you can just put that right here. Okay, so you can just add that and then hit update virtual card, and then when it arrives to somebody, all of your information will be on there, plus a link to the most recent whatever it is that you've right here will show up on one text, and on the next text information about the product and all of the different products we have, where they can click the Jove logo, they can click the Slender Eyes, they can click Asante, you name it, and it has the videos for them. And it is the easiest way in the world, because what's going to show up to them, you are going to have this where you'll enter their phone number into it, you send them info, and it is the easiest way to send the information. This will be on your phone. You enter in the cell phone and hit send. It is so easy to pass the information on to them. For those who are a little bit more experienced later on, you have the ability to do amazing amounts of stuff, all the way from QWERTY codes to keyword campaigns, to coupons, you name it, this can do it. But for the brand new person, I recommend first just getting the basic program and getting this out to people. People asked me, and I'm so honored to have this amazing group of people who are now the RX team, from the Campora Glues to John Maris and John McFadden to Jay Sargent, Brad. I mean, I could just go on. How did I get them? Guys, I got them at a networking event from a friend I had been talking to for 6 years about doing business with me. It took me 6 years to get them. And this is the perfect tool at a networking event to use. You hand the person your phone and say, hey, enter your cell phone in here. I'll send you my V card, and I'll send you some information. It is so duplicatable, and it is so easy to do that. So once you fill that out, you just hit update virtual card. It updates it. You now click this little link right here, and it gives you a little Google code, and just email that to yourself, or send it to yourself, or text it to yourself, whatever you want to do. Send it to yourself, click on that link, it'll show up on your phone, and on your phone in the little browser, it will say add to desktop. Click add to desktop, and boom, it's on your phone. It's simple, it's easy, it's duplicatable. And can you do this without the app? Yes, absolutely. But you're creating extra work for yourself. You really are. New people will ask me all the time, what did I do? Well, I'd say quit working so hard at trying to come up with your own systems and use this amazing amount of systems that RX has spent thousands and thousands of dollars in. Well, I put a whole bunch of money into, and I gave to RX. Use these tools, guys, because they work. Use these tools because they absolutely give you credibility when you're building the business. Guys, that's as simple as it is. I've given you a lot of philosophy behind it. If you have questions on how to do this in your back office, yes, I know mine has more things, but there's tutorial videos right here. Click the V card, tells you how to set up the V card. And then you can walk through it. The tutorial videos will also tell you how to use your marketing platform if you have that in the back office. There's lots of very good, simple to use tools that teach you how to do it. So guys, as I go through this, as I spend the hours to create these different things, and I take lots and lots of feedback, I'm constantly taking the feedback, because I know that in 2 years from now, we're going to get better and better and better at this. Why? Because we're listening to what's working. And if you have a bunch of people on your team and you have to teach them and give them all these links to do what's in the text messaging app or in the email app, you're going to spend a lot of your time teaching people to do basics instead of just giving them the solutions that are all found right here. I do recommend that you use these systems. I do recommend it, not because I've spent so much money to create them, but because I spent all this money to create them so that it makes it easier for my groups coming in and for ARIIX to become a dominant force within network marketing. So guys, it's straightforward. $24.95 or $24 or $23.85, I can't remember what it is, but it's less than $25. You have a very duplicatable system. Go to your chat area right now, and you can download this presentation right here. You can also find it by going to this link right here. We're going to take your feedback. This next Thursday, Steve Komporoglu is going to give this presentation. I recommend that we start a culture of getting people to come to this. Are you going to hear the same presentation that I gave? Very similar presentation in content, but delivery is going to be better in some ways, different in others. And you guys are going to see how successful network marketers use this. After Steve gives it, I'm sure that somebody like Jay or somebody like John Maris or John McFadden or Brad Barroso, one of these successful network marketers will do it. And if you are proving that you're successful, I would love for you to give it as well. My groups need to hear other people doing it. My groups in the Netherlands, I would love for them to be able to wake up in the middle of the night and do it one of these times. You guys need to hear that Kayan or Hussein or John Lucardi, you need to hear these successful people do it. And if you don't come, you can't get your downline to come. And if you can't get your downline to come, you're going to have a tough time bringing your prospects. So 7 o'clock, and you can find it all at arixplus.com, and you go to events, and we will constantly have that updated with the different things that we're doing. So with that said, I'll take some questions, and if you want to stick around after the questions, I am going to give the presentation. I'm going to give the presentation, and I'm going to record it, and I'm going to post it so you can use it. I gave one on Thursday, but there's a couple things that I changed slightly, and I'm going to do this so it can be used as a tool. So let me go through the questions you guys have, and then we'll go through that. First one, Katrina, McKinney, Texas, Maris team. Oh, I missed a couple of those. Masa looks like he works with Gary. Mike Fink, Everett, Washington. All right, here's the questions. Can couples have the app on each of their phones, or is it just one person? That's from Troy and Kelly. No, you guys can share it. In fact, even in your V card, for example, you can, if you get, you can actually create two separate V cards depending on the package that you get with it. But even if you want to have just the basic one, and that's what fits within that, all you have to do when you go to the V card, so if you click here and on that little link, oops, I'm on tutorial videos, I'm in the right place. So if you go to V card, my V cards, and you just click right here, that can work on both of your phones. Now with each of the packages, you're given a certain amount of text messages, and then there's an overage, just like there is with cell phones, but there's an overage for this, and this is all done on it. It doesn't use your cell phone texting, it uses this one this whole campaign system that it uses. But yeah, both of you can use it. And like I say, I know that you can take the same content and forward it via regular text. But guys, part of what you have to do is think for your future with this. And I'll emphasize this, is that when you sit down with a new person, you're emphasizing that you have a system and you have a tool set. So can you share it? You betcha you can. I would just make sure in your V card that you put both of your names on there, because that's what will go out. And there's a lot of packages that have multiple V cards, so you'd be able to have the same package with different V cards. Hopefully that answers the question. Claudia and Richard, hey, I saw you guys on Wednesday, I think. So revised question, for couples who have one business account, do we have to pay $8.95 app fee for each phone? No, you do not. All you have to do is just use the same link on different phones, Troy. All right. Gary writes, this is a great tool for warm market and dripping. However, I've not seen the use in social media following up social media etiquette. Gary, that's going to be, I think, a whole nother phone call that we need to do. And social media etiquette, I know that you are an expert with that. And it's the kind of thing that these can be used very well within it. One of the tools that I talked about, not just for social media etiquette, but there's on the marketing platform, and this is once again, I'll give the disclaimer, with the different short codes, you can do a lot of different things. Keyword campaigns, you can create QWERTY codes, you can create voting, polling, autoresponders, surveys, trivia, text to win, redeemables with a coupon blast, with a all of those can be used on social media within this system. And I'll be happy in the future for us to do an advanced call. I've even floated this out there before. My family refuses to leave this the city of Las Vegas, and so while I'm here, I probably should start putting on events here of master marketing. And those of you who haven't seen it, I even recommend that you go to the Networking Star YouTube channel. And on here, you can see my dream very quickly is to be able to do some of these things where I bring people into Las Vegas, where we film you, make your own story. I've done this for a lot of top people within network marketing. But watch some of these ones that I did, even though it was when I was the president of another company. But watch some of these Live My Dream videos. And we do amazing things, from drive Ferraris here to go out in the desert and ride razors, or even drive a Harley out to Hoover Dam. But to me, that is what one of my passions and dreams is, to bring people here and to make videos of them being advanced network marketers and doing amazing things. So Gary, yes, we'll have to do some of these advanced ones. Mary put, after you have to retype that. Mary didn't do it. Claudia wrote, oh, Richard, of course, Richard is her son. So after you see the texting app to send product info, what is the segue into the ARIIX income system? Okay, Mary, what I do is when I'm with somebody, I will use the texting app to send it to them immediately. It's so fast, it's so easy to use that I'll put them into it. Then what I'll do is I'll get their email from them, because I'm with them, and I just say, hey, reply to me and give me your send me your email account, or I put them into it. I use the texting app to break the ice, but then I use the income system for the most part to educate people and to see their real interest. I use them both, and you'll see in future things that I may upgrade some of these to add some keyword campaigns that don't lead people to me, but lead people using my account to be able to go to don't worry, it's not for me to take the people, but by putting their thing in there to be able to get some free things on a non-denominational, non-Jeffery Boyle page for the people who didn't want to get some of the bigger packages. Eventually, for the top network marketers, you're going to want to get your own ability to do keywords. I know Connie does a lot of advertising. She does campaigns on social media. If you're doing that, we can do an advanced training, even more advanced than this, of course, and we will teach you how to use some of those tools to be able to do them on social media and the order of them. But I use the texting app to break the ice. People think it's cool, they think it's easy, and it presses them, and then I'll put them on my income system to educate them. I think what I use these more than almost anything else is to impress upon people that we have a tool system and a group of tools that works. And I keep coming back to this, guys. I believe this wholeheartedly. Spend on your future. Poor people buy liabilities. They buy things that disappear. This is something that's not just going to help you, but it's going to help you work less hard. You're not unsuccessful so far from a lack of effort. You probably weren't working too hard. Use these tools to make your life easier. And I truly believe in that. Hussein, hey, you're on here. Good to see you, man. You're killing it with the tools. You're killing it, Hussein. I appreciate you being on here, man. Do the contacts we enter in the income system sync with the contacts in X office? If someone starts using the email in the back office and then signs up for the income system, can those emails be uploaded? Diana, yes, of course they can. And I also believe that the difference between the ARIIX emailing system and this emailing system it's very, very big. The difference of what we have in our back offices with ARIIX is this. With ARIIX, you can send emails out, but but then you don't know what people have done. And it's very easy then to even port sites from, or someone even asked, well, what happens if I get tired of using the income system? Fine. Before you quit your account, just export all of your contacts. Export them all. That way you've got a database of them and you can put them somewhere else. And if you want to bring your people in from, your downline and put them in here, you can do an import contact, and I don't recommend that because they have to opt in. You can also create something that's called a web form that allows your downline to do it, to enter themselves in, or you can add them with multiple contacts, spend a couple hours and you put them in there. That's the different ways to do it. But Diana, the number one reason that I recommend using this, even with your downline, is now you know what they've done. And guys, that is so important to know what they've done, because now you know who to spend time with. Other one is just an email out from everything else. Scott Blees, Spring Lake, Michigan. Hey, Scott. How many contacts can I upload to a folder in the income system? Thousands. It also depends on the package that you have. For example, right here, this one is limited. The basic one is limited to 250 contacts. For a brand new person, it is a blessing if we can get them to put 250 people in. That is plenty of contacts for the brand new person. For the advanced network marketer, it is not. But the brand new person, and that's why this is packaged at such a good price with it, it is limited on what it can do, but it has 90% of what I've shown you today. It's a very good option for the brand new person. So hashtags in Facebook is an unknown market with millions of people to reach. Gary, obviously I know you've got tons of experience with that, and we are going to have to do a social media teaching campaign where we teach people how to use some of those. Katrina wrote, if I buy a package and find I want to upgrade, buy a better package, can I do that? Are charges prorated? Katrina, yes, you can upgrade, and yes, if you had already been charged that month, it will count towards it. You can upgrade and downgrade to your heart's content. So Connie wrote, yes, I'm ready for your marketing event in Vegas. I'm looking forward to it. Connie, I appreciate it, and I really think we need to do it. I can tell you guys, selfishly, I'm a lawyer, but how much fun do lawyers have? You know, I have the opportunity of flying to places like Rotterdam and The Hague, the Netherlands, and film some good buddies doing amazing things, flying in airplanes, doing this water, whatever the heck thing that is. That's in Rotterdam or someplace in the Netherlands. I can't wait to have more of you guys come here. This was an amazing event that I did in Antalya, Turkey, on the Mediterranean. Guys, I would love to make a video like this for some people as well on this call. And that's part of the things I look forward to doing. So will you have a Jove landing page without the free sample for cold market use? Alan Dill. Alan, I recommend that you use that, because the problem without giving something with you have to give to get. It's the same thing within just about anything that you've ever done. In any relationship you have to give. In law school, you learn that to write a good contract, both sides have to receive something, and typically nowadays you can't just give away a free brochure or a free learning this. It has to be unless you're Anthony Robbins. You have to give them something for them to give you your information. It doesn't mean that you have to send a pack to every one of them. You can call them, you can interview them, you can see if they're being sincere. You can do a lot of different things, but I do not plan currently to make another one. You can learn later to make your own. And all you have to do with that one is, it's called Sales Tools. You can make it on any form you want, and by using the custom web form, you would have the ability to make as many funnels in the way that you want to as possible. But you need to have a little basic information to be able to learn how to do that, so you can do it exactly how you want to. Richard wants to know, is the Asante app is up and running on this tool? So yes, Richard, this is what prospects see. when you go to products. Now these are smart sites, so this is more along the lines of what you would see on your phone. Oops, sorry guys, put the wrong address in there. This will soon be blocked, and the only way that you'll be able to go onto it is with the app. But right now you can type in arixplus.net/products, and I wouldn't get too used to it because soon I'll have that blocked, and you can only get to it by clicking on the link on the app. But you'll see here we've got Asante. You'll see that we have a bunch of different things, and right now I also need to pay to upgrade the server. And I am in the process of doing that to even make it faster. But this is what your prospects will see when they click on it. You've got Jove, Nutrify, Asante, Slenderize, Purity, and Prime. The only one that we don't have on there is Revive because there's no videos have been made for it yet. So this is what a prospect will see after you send the ARIIX Plus app link to them. So yes, we do have that in there. And in the income system, there is, as you can see right here, under sales tools, autoresponder campaigns, you can see that there is an Asante New You opportunity campaign that is built modeling the ARIIX opportunity. And it is made to talk to people about, it has sales language and sales content to get them to make a decision to be a rep, not just buy the products. So Kevin Smith wrote, can we use the quote slides on Facebook? I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean on, I think you mean on here. Sure. I made these guys for you. I made this for you guys. I made it for me. I always build things for me, what I think I need, and then take guidance from people that have been doing this for a long time as well. So if you want to use it, go ahead. Thanks for the training. You bet, Derek. When are we getting a Asante New You package be ready? If that relates to the income system, hopefully, Claudia, you see that I've got that in there. Diana Wright, that's awesome. I don't know what that is. Jay in LA, good to have you, Jay. Never been to Vegas, I'm ready. Diana, I think it'll be a lot of fun if we do something like that. Yes, let us know the event in Vegas, our team will come. Good. This is by far the best and only system of its kind, this is Gary writing, and the best recruiting tool of all other companies who have attempted to use similar system. This is light years ahead. Appreciate you saying that, Gary, and I think it gets better the more I listen to you guys of what you're what enables me to do this is I'm constantly trying to sponsor new people and see where they're frustrated. It helps me understand what's going on. So you can also do the water thing in Lake Ozarks in Missouri. You know what? That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Mary writes, will the app be available for tablets as well as phones? I have an iPhone and the screen is pretty small. Yes, this will work on iOS, and iPads use iOS. So you can use it on tablets as well. So if I remember correctly, didn't you mention that ARIIX actually owns the income system? So because of that, we don't have to worry about the income going out of business. Alan, yes, the ARIIX does have this. This is the profits from that go to ARIIX, and this is built upon a platform of a very stable company. For me to try to create this on my own, and I'm not exaggerating, I've been a .comer in the early 90s, this would have taken me 5 years, and I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of thousands, possibly $1 million to create it. It's an amazingly complex and useful system. You don't have to worry about it going out of business. Mary wrote, thanks for the training, you're the bomb. Thank you, Mary. When will the price list in the library updated to include the Asante products? So in the library that you're talking about, the ARIIX back office, I'm sure they're scrambling, and I know that is something that they're going to have to get done, but I am not in charge of that, so I can't tell you, Diane. I'm sorry. And Katrina writes, I have been dreaming of this for a long time. Thank you. Well, thank you. All right, for a non-tech guy, this seems pretty straightforward. Monty, I really want people to know, and I'm actually hiring a person to be able to help with the app to do customer service. Those of you who have wanted customer service so far, you find even Brad Barroso, who was on with me at about 10 o'clock last night, I am customer service. Guys, this is a labor of love. It has cost me a lot of money to do these. And it is the kind of thing that last night I wanted to make this tool for you guys of going through and giving this I don't even know, maybe it wasn't 10 o'clock, Brad. I can't remember when we were doing it. But the thing is that I was beat, absolutely beat. And the best thing about network marketing is Thursday of this week, Steve Komporoglu is doing the presentation. And do you know what that means? That means that I'm not. That means that duplication is setting in, my friends, and network marketing works. Hallelujah. Woo! Guys, this works. And the thing is it works because we got together, we're using similar systems, we're substantially similar systems, we're giving substantially similar presentations. And I know that if I send people to Florida, that they're going to be able to do it. That being said, all my friends in North Carolina, Florida, ARIIX is doing an event next Saturday with Fred Cooper being there. Get on and make sure that if you are in the vicinity of North Carolina, that you attend that event. Dr. Ray Strand will be there, and Dr. Fred Cooper will be there. And guys, it's something that you need to. Lynn Allen Johnson is helping put it on. And if you are in that area, make sure that you attend it. It's something that's going to be really powerful, because I know a lot of people on this call are in that neck of the woods. So if you want information on that, it was 9 p.m. Sorry, Brad. If you want information on that, then make sure that you guys get information that's on ARIIX.com for their events. So yes, Monty, that's also why, as I got off on the side, I want you to know that I put a lot of time into this to help people get it on there. And once the app is on your desktop, understand that it uses the internet to be able to send it. So sometimes there's a lag in it, but guys, it is cool, it works, and it's been a lot of fun to use with it. And I really try to do this over and over so even the non-tech people can use it. Says, can you use with Android? I have Android, Glenda, and so yes, you can. Jeff, thanks for putting on these training and tool. Looking forward to more advanced trading. You're welcome, Alan. 9 p.m. from Brad Bros. All right, so it wasn't 10. I lied. I apologize. Today is John Maris's birthday. Happy birthday, John. Maris is marvelous. Happy birthday, Mr. Maris. Brad's now laughing at me. Brad wrote, Jeff, you're very awesome. We truly appreciate your leadership. It sounds weird when I write that. That was from Claudia. But thank you, Claudia. And Brad wrote, great job, Jeff, and very well deserved. Guys, please understand that my passion for this goes into making sure that you have what I didn't have when I first joined ARIIX, and what I didn't have when I was first in network marketing, which is the way to easily and quickly share what we're doing. I'm going to try to show you if I can find it really fast, because I'm let me put this on the screen. And I believe this very much, guys. There's hard ways and there's easy ways. The hard way is to come up with your own things. But if you want to 10x your income, you have to come up with a pioneering concept, and you're likely going to die. That's the same thing within network marketing. If you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who've already succeeded. I'm so blessed and fortunate to have made, I think now I've made over $1 million within ARIIX. I don't want to exaggerate. If it's not over $1 million, it is really close. Actually, let me do the math. Yep, it's over $1 million. Over $1 million in commission. Guys, that just blows my mind to think about that. And I have tried to create tools to be able to speed up that success for other people. And on this one, understand the power of a network. And let me get to this one really quickly. This is something that you need to understand as you go through. I think it's a different presentation that I've done. But to truly succeed with this, model people who have gone before you and are successful. And I believe in making tools that the common person can use and that the common person can succeed with. And in order to do that, you have to have massive marketing, a lot of people doing a little bit each day. You have to have massive follow through. That's a lot of people. And because most people don't follow through, you need a system that will assist you in doing that. And then you need to have massive duplication. If you don't do that, then you're not likely going to succeed. You really won't. So let me pull this one up. I'm fairly certain this one has that one, and I should have had that ready beforehand. Let's see. My goodness, I've got too many presentations on here. But that, I just wanted to show you that funnel. That funnel is straightforward. Massive marketing, massive persistence, and massive duplication. And when you do that, you're going to be successful. Guys, thank you so much. Those who want to stick around, I'm going to record this. I'm going to record giving this so it can be put onto the website. Those of you who want this presentation, download it right here. It is yours. I would ask that you don't make changes to it. And the reason why I ask you don't make changes to it is because we should be doing the same thing. If you have suggestions, send them in. But I would suggest that the way that we will get huge is by giving a substantially similar presentation. And that is done by us using the same presentation. So let me answer the questions, and then I'll take about 20 minutes, and I will give this presentation. If you have to go, I understand that it's Saturday morning, but you can download this and you can use that as you see fit. So can you put the link in the PowerPoint? I just did that. Can an affiliate who is inactive pay and use the tools? Yes, these tools I hope will help the inactive become active and actually make money, Diana. Absolutely. And the next one, we feel your empathy for us. Can't thank you enough. We are so fortunate to have your leadership. Katrina, that was nice. Thank you. Jeff, just download Income System app and added 5 new contacts in my phone in less than 10 minutes. Very exciting. Brad, nice. That's awesome. And then Jay said, did this training start 10 Pacific? They always do. No, they start at 9 Pacific, 10 a.m. Mountain, Jay. So they're always at the same time. All right, guys, unless there's any other questions, I'll wait for 30 more seconds, and then I am going to give this presentation. And this is where you can download it. And I would ask, you guys can do what you want, but I would ask that we get more and more on the same page here. And as we get more and more on the same page, that means we're doing a substantially similar presentation. And that if we have suggestions and we find things that we're saying that we'd like to see, let's talk about them. Let's make this better. Let's absolutely rock North America and Europe with ARIIX. And when we do that, guys, I think you'll see that we're going to accomplish amazing, amazing things. So with that said, I don't see any more questions. I'm going to give that. And wow, it's amazing. We've lost 2 people during this time. And I know you guys have a hunger for this, but we have a ton of people on the line. I'm grateful that you come in the mornings. At the end of this, I'm going to sign off. So this is me telling you before I start to do that. I'm grateful for the people within these new groups that are coming in. I'm grateful for my existing groups. And more than anything, I truly want this to be something that benefits people with their health, but also to be able to change their life financially. And that's why I put this passion into what I'm doing. I love it, and I've truly fallen in love with the people in the process, and I'm just grateful for all these wonderful people that we're attracting. So I will start this, and appreciate everybody being on today. Thanks a lot.